All right, welcome to Unit 5, Intro to Consciousness. All right, consciousness can be kind of a confusing thing to understand, so let's start with some of these questions first. Have you ever been to the dentist, and the dentist is like, open your mouth, and has this big giant drill that they're about to drill into your mouth with, and inside you're thinking, no, I'm not going to do it. But yet you do it just automatically without even having a second thought. Have you ever noticed that you could be texting your friend and totally into your conversation and laughing and texting really fast, your thumbs are on fire, and your mom's like, hey, what do you want for dinner? And you can answer her without ever stopping what you're writing. Or how about when you're reading? Have you ever been in class and been assigned to read a paragraph, and you read the entire paragraph, and before you know it, you're done, and you realize you don't know anything that you read because the entire time your mind was daydreaming about what you're going to do on Friday night? Do you ever think, I wonder why that happened? Did the dentist give me some kind of weird psychoactive drug that changed and made me do what he wanted? Did he hypnotize me in some way? Well, is reading or texting split consciousness like being hypnotized? I don't know. Do you ever ask yourself, why do we have such weird dreams? Or why do I dream at all? To understand this next unit, we have to understand what consciousness is. Consciousness is a really hard thing to define. It's very similar to like in physics, which I know a lot of you are taking, how it's really difficult to define matter or define energy. Consciousness is the same thing. It's very difficult to define because it's such a basic thing. But psychologists use this definition. They say it's the individual awareness of your unique thoughts, memories, feelings, sensations, and environment. Something interesting about consciousness is that it's constantly shifting from one thing to another. Things can also be unconscious or automatic, that once, at one time in our lives, were conscious events or thoughts. For example, have you ever, or can you remember when you first started learning how to drive a car? Every time, every movement you made was very deliberate. I got to put on my blinker, which means I'm going to go left, which means I need to pull the blinker down. Or when I push on the gas for the first time, I need to do it very slowly because Mom gets really mad when she flies into the dashboard every time I peel out. Every movement was very thoughtful. This is because it was part of your conscious thoughts. It needed to be deliberate in order to get the job done. However, now that you've been driving for a few months, it's become automatic, very unconscious activity. So you can be actually driving and changing the station on the radio, or driving and fixing your hair at the same time, which I don't recommend doing any of those things, but you can do it. It is possible. This is because those activities are now part of your unconscious or automatic thought processes. They no longer need all of your attention. William James said that our thoughts were this continuous flow of a stream of consciousness. What he meant is that we're constantly going from one thought to another to another. And we also have all these unconscious thoughts going on at the same time. It's believed that we kind of flitter between these different states of consciousness throughout our entire day. Here are some of the states that occur spontaneously: daydreaming, drowsiness, dreaming. Some of these states are physiologically induced, such as hallucinations, orgasm, food, or oxygen starvation. And some are psychologically induced, sensory deprivation, hypnosis, and meditation. This is just an introduction to this unit, so your next little podcast will be all about sleep and dreams. See you soon!